How awesome is God?
Awesome.
He has given us this earth full of water, air, and land. And like he told Adam and Eve, it is our responsibility to take care of it. But so much of our water is contaminated now. Our air is full of toxins, and our land is full of pollution, creating so many dangerous environments for us as well as our kids in this land that God has given us. Look at the world. Some of the countries that have the rich soil and the diamonds and the gold and the minerals have some of the poorest people living in those areas. They do not benefit from what God has provided the land. Even when you look here in America, right here in New Jersey, we have some of what we call failing schools. And when you look at these failing schools, what you see is that in these same communities, you also have a lack of jobs, a lack of opportunities. You have unemployment that is sky high, and you have families that live below the poverty line. And in these situations, we can't keep blaming marriage, and we can't say because it's single mothers, and we can't blame it on the complexion of one's skin, and neither can we blame it on a young man or a young woman who sags their pants. But I'm so happy that there was a recent report by the Urban League called The State of Black America. And 2 days ago, I had a chance to sit down with the president of the Urban League in DC. And he stated that the situations that's happening in our communities are economic. And he says that if you want to start to change these situations, you have to start to change the economic conditions. And we cannot continue to major in the minors by speaking passionately about the cultures and the symptoms of poverty, but yet we refuse to speak as passionately and as aggressively about the system that creates and perpetuates the poverty and the economic conditions in our community. Because we're talking about a system that is depriving both young and old of human dignity and life. And so as I get ready to go back to my seat, my question to everybody is, are you willing to join me in no longer repeating misinformation because you heard somebody say? Are you ready to join me and research and study and go deep into the history to understand the results of why our conditions are the way they are and why our communities are the way they are? Members of churches, clergy, are you willing to join me in going back to teaching and educating the people and the young folks about the importance of public policy and how legislation starts to change the lives of people in our community? Will you join me and no longer shrinking yourself so that you please other people? What do you benefit from minimizing who you are to please somebody else? And join me in understanding that God has not only a purpose in your life, but a promise in your life so that you can start striving to be the men and women that he called you to be, because there's so many people waiting for you to actualize who you are. And as I always give credit to my life, to my mom, who is here with us today. Today, I want to take time to share and dedicate this award that I'm receiving to my sister. My sister is my life. And she's taught me that you don't fight because you're good. You fight because you care. and you get good because you care. And Elise, I just want to say thank you for showing me that at the heart of everything you do, you have to love people. And you remind me that all the time. And I just want to say thank you. And love you too. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.